Welcome back to Brush Up Your Game. Today, Wasp for Marvel United and wrapping up the Season 1 core set. Heroes, at least. We'll get to villains. But, the die. Gotta love the die. Now, Wasp in Marvel United. Very high on the movement. Right? We got 5 movement. Decent on the punches. We got 5 punches. Bit of heroic. 3. Yeah, not great. We do get an extra wild symbol, but we'll get into that. We get 4 cards with the double symbols, but the wild kind of compensates for that. So I don't know. I'm forgiving of that. I do think she's at least balanced on the surface, but she does have the single move, the single punch, the single heroic. A special with a single move. I don't know. I just action-wise, she feels a little limited. And then 3 copies of Move Punch. Now, don't get me wrong. Move Punch can be very useful. Very, very, very useful. But is it enough? Well, let's keep diving in. First special, Wings. You may move yourself and any number of heroes from your location to any other location. Now, this card would be better if it didn't have a movement symbol. However, the movement symbol can help you get to a location where there's more heroes and then move everybody where you need to go. It's a setup card. It's a pure setup card. You are the pandemic dispatcher. You're moving people where they need to go so they can be excellent at what they are trying to do. You hope, as Wasp, you hope that you have a punch or a heroic or better yet, 2 of those symbols in front of you from the previous card so that you can be effective once you get where you're going. Now, this card really does have to be played as that teamwork card. If it's not played as the teamwork card, if you try to use it for selfish reasons, it's going to be tough. It hurts the individuals. It hurts the rest of your team, right? You cannot just say, oh, I need to get there. You need to say, where do we need to get? So that's how to look at Wings. Energy projection. You can move to any location and punch there, plus you got a punch symbol. This is really good. This is a top tier special card in the game. The fact that you can move to any of the 6 locations you need to go to, I guess theoretically even the location you're at, and then punch, plus you got a punch symbol, it's basically 2 damage to anything in the game. Can that end the game? Yeah, absolutely. But it can also be a situation where you're chipping away damage, you're doing whatever you need to do to help out the team. And energy projection definitely helps you out. And the last one, like Ant-Man, we have Shrink. You cannot take any damage until the beginning of your next turn. Now, you can't move. Well, I guess you can. You have the option of moving with that wild. But you don't necessarily have the move. You don't have any pre-knowledge. Now, you want to know all the potential downsides of Shrink? Go listen to my Ant-Man video. I'm not going to rehash them. But, again, Shrink has potential, has its uses. They're not perfect. It's got its ups and downs. You just got to be in the right place. But Wasp, overall, I think a better setup character than Ant-Man. Feels a little more balanced. I like the specials more, but that's typically because I like teamwork characters more than I like individuals. I don't know. I like Wasp. I think Wasp brings a lot to the game. I don't think Wasp is your strongest character by any means, but I think that she brings enough to the table to be a valued contribution to a team to help you beat most villains. Not all, but most. And she does a lot, especially with the movement. right? She's comparable to Storm from the season 2 core set, the X-Men core set, who's going to move around, bring other characters with her at times. I think Storm got the extra special, which helps Storm out more, but Wasp has more symbols to utilize. So that's the trade-off there. Doesn't mean one's necessarily better. I'll put together rankings at some point, and I'll probably delineate one being a little stronger than the other, but they're going to be close in my rankings. So, anywho, that's it for me. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, keep brushing up your game. Take care.